Goedendag, good day. How are you, lovely human being, feeling at this moment? My name is Phylicia Joy Kloes, and in today's video, I'm gonna give you a experience haul of the year 2024. So it is a new year. I hope you had a lovely change of year and that you have had some lovely days so far. So in today's video, I'm gonna go through the months of 2024 and share all the fun things I did. I don't usually get into hauls that are materialistic, so therefore an experience haul. Let's get started. I have my notebook here, so that's why I look down every once in a while to tell you what I've been up to. So the year started off lovely. I had just been in the Gambia, and unfortunately I didn't celebrate New Year's in the Gambia. I went back to the Netherlands and I celebrated New Year's Day with my grandmother and my uncle. They picked me up from the airport and then we just hung out at my place and had some drinks, had some chats, and just watched all the fireworks. There was so much fireworks to see. I also decided in January to redo the living room. I decided to look for a new cabinet. I actually found one secondhand and I made a video about fixing that cabinet up, as well as fixing a frame for the painting that we got in the Gambia. I also went to the city in Enkhuizen with my girlfriends. Unfortunately, in January, the Israeli politics haven't decided to stop the war on Palestine. So in response to that, I drew a drawing. My partner and I also went to a sports bar playing some pool. And in January, snow started falling in the Netherlands. I also got my hair cut. And I really like making my own food, and my partner has taught me to make so many lovely dishes. So I remember in January I was introduced to vermicelli and sauce. And I used to only make vermicelli and soup, but thanks to my partner, I now know how to make it in a lovely other way. In February, I decided to do my own brows, because at work I complimented one of my coworkers and she was mentioning these products that she used. So I bought that and I tried it out myself. I also went to a Afrobeats party in the city with my partner. We made another lovely dish called supakanja akfufu, which is delicious. So I had my car in October of 2023 and I got some starting cables because I thought I need to have tools in this car that I could use. And funnily enough, I ended up helping someone with these starting cables. I didn't know yet how to do it myself, so someone else did it for me, but at least I learned. I also hung out with my friends, we made some nachos, just some girl time. I also hang out with family. We went to this restaurant in Horen and they offered some vegan food. I also went to a stand-up comedian show and it was so awesome. It was a impromptu show, so in advance of the show, the two comedians didn't know exactly what was going to happen. Andries Toenroe is a comedian that my friend and I have been going to. This was our second show going to him.
Steven, ben je er klaar voor?
Zeker, Andries, ben jij er klaar voor?
Ik ben er zeker klaar voor. We gaan beginnen met de voorstelling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
I think it's so cool how people can be so funny and so smart about the jokes and how they can just come up with it in an impromptu show. It's like, hats off. I also went to soup with my coworker and friend and had a meal there. And we had a birthday party from my friend Sharon, and that was actually a dress-up party. This year, she had planned a game for us to play, and all of us got roles that we were in advance, and my role was to play a man. Basically, we were solving a murder mystery. So my character was a man, and I am not scared to dress up. I just went all out, and it was so fun to dress that part. So then March rolls around, and I started the mindfulness course in March. We had first started the course at our school, and then we continued the course in the different city. The property was so peaceful. It was such a beautiful environment, and honestly, mindfulness has brought me so much. I also ate achike. My partner and I also took a road trip to Nijmegen. And we like to do this every once in a while, to go on a city trip and just explore and see what the city has to offer. The first time we went to Nijmegen was when we had our first year anniversary, and the time period of that moment was still with COVID restrictions, so it was really nice to just be able to do a lot more this time around. We also had an iftar at school, and I usually once a year join to fast during the Ramadan, and my school celebrates the iftar pretty big. I feel like this past year was a little less big than before, but it was still a beautiful experience, and we made food, we shared our food together, and just had a good time. We also had another family dinner, and this time we went to this Asian-inspired sushi slash wok kind of restaurant. Then it's April, and a friend of the family and my mom, we play games together. We played, I think, 3 different board games. I really like board games. I also went to the artist Eric Bellinger with my friend Jay. I really like Eric Bellinger. He sings these great R&B songs, and his voice is so good. I also had a sleepover at my coworker slash friend's house, no, family house, because we had another mindfulness course, but the first time around the hotel was covered, and the second time around it wasn't covered, so therefore I went to spend the night at my coworker slash friend's family's house, and they were so friendly. Their garden was beautiful, so green, such an inspiration. I would love to own a garden at some point in my life. Inshallah, hopefully that'll come. Then also, it was my task to lure my friend slash coworker to her bachelorette party, and she really did not know what was going on, so I managed to do that so well. We had such a good time. We ate food, we danced, and everything was so well put together. So in April, my bike was also stolen in front of my house. So because I have a car now, I don't need to have a bike at my workplace. So therefore, I decided to take my bike with me and drive it back to the city I'm living in. That was fun. That was an experience because the bike didn't fit fully, and yet I managed to take it with me. So that was a pretty proud moment. And oftentimes, I'm too stubborn and proud to ask for help. So, more coworkers asked, do you need help? Do you need help? And I was like, oh no, I got this. And later I was like, why did I not just accept the help? But I did it though. I did it, so that's good. It was a struggle though. Also, it started hailing.
This is the Netherlands. Look at the weather now. It was raining, now hailing. This is the Netherlands.
We celebrated King's Day. I celebrated with my friend Jay. And I also went to Venlo, another city, with my grandmother. Then May comes around and my partner and I go secondhand shopping. I appreciate secondhand shopping, although to be honest, I don't need to go any more secondhand shopping because to be fair, I have enough as is. I also went to my coworker slash friend's henna party. And that was a beautiful experience as well. I hadn't been to a henna party myself, I've only heard about it, so I'm so thankful that I was able to join and to celebrate with her that she is now married, but then was getting married soon. I also went to the Champagne region of France, also made a video about that, and I did that with my friends. That was a good time. We tried a lot of different champagne and had a good time hanging out, sightseeing, and doing all the things. In this month, I was also getting my bib for the 10K I was running, and I actually did run the 10K, which is a night run, and it was so fun to do because I had been seeing these people run for I think 3 years in a row or 2 years in a row, and it was finally my turn to join them. I had a lovely lunch with my partner because of his birthday, and I also celebrated my other friend's birthday. I went to Dusseldorf with my partner because, you know, I wanted to celebrate his birthday in a bigger way, so we drove up to Dusseldorf and just hung out there. I made a video about just like the food I ate there, not specifically all the things we did, but that was a fun time. I also celebrated my other friend's birthday, and the theme of that birthday was redneck slash country, so, you know, of course I had to dress the part. I also had a filming day with Thomas. Then June comes around and we have a party with the bigger corporation that our school is part of. And that was a lovely summer celebration, to be honest. There was a lot of vegan food as well, so that was cool. That made me happy. My friends and I also went to a 2 Michelin star vegan restaurant. In June, I also started to get more into crafting. Like, for example, I saw this tiny house that you can craft, so I decided to do that. I still haven't finished it, but, you know, it was fun to just get it started. I also went to the Stadsfeest in Horen with my friends, and we just listened to music, had some fun. I had a barbecue with my lovely partner. I also celebrated my birthday at school where I got a ukulele from my coworkers, so sweet. And I treated the kids with homemade vegan cake and vegan whipped cream, strawberries, and chocolate flokke, chocolate flakes. Also vegan, of course. And we also celebrated our birthdays together, my partner and I. So that was a good time to see family and friends and hang out. And I think, yeah, we also went out. That was fun. We also decided to check out the Montessori movie that came out, and a couple of my coworkers and I went there, which was fun. My partner and I also started a gym membership and started to get more serious about fitness. Before I was just running and doing some muscle exercises every once in a while, not too much. So this gym membership really helped to focus us more on moving our bodies and having fun about it. I also went to the beach with my friend Jay.
Deze vrouw is te goed voor deze wereld. Ze zag iets glimmen. Het is een blikje. helemaal daarheen gelopen om het blikje op te pakken natuurlijk. Kijk even hoe ver het is. Zo ver.
And went to a wine festival with her. Then July comes around and I discover this vegan spot called Winston and Scoops, or Scoops and Winston. And I went there with my partner first, but later on I also took other friends with me because everyone had to try it, of course. And it's so nice to not just have to choose from sorbet, but have the option to have all these lovely flavors. I'm definitely more like a chocolate kind of ice cream girl. Not so much sorbet. I'd rather have real fruit than sorbet, so to speak. I went to the beach in Hora with my friends. We had a slumber party at one of my friends' house, which was fun, like kind of old school too, with having some music in the background. Back in the day, I used to always watch movies as well. We were talking about that, but we ended up not doing that. We had masks, you know, it was fun. I also went to Kwaku Festival with my friend Jay. We listened to a lot of music, had lovely food. It was amazing. I also visited my friend Medina, who had just saved a cow, and we hung out with the cow. That was so lovely. This cow is so cute. It's just like a big dog. Animals are amazing. They're so cool, and all living things have a soul and a character, and it's just so fun to be able to spend time with a cow and my friend, of course. So for my birthday, I got to pick wild herbs and flowers and whatnot, which was an awesome gift. I would really like to learn more about wildplukken, or wild picking in nature, because nature has so much to offer, and honestly there's so much I can learn about the beauty of nature and the nutrients of nature. So Musa and I also went to a free Ersatz competition game. It was a friendly game though, but it was still so cool because I hadn't been to the stadium before, so this was the first time, and it was really cool to just experience a game like that. I also went to Walibi with Thomas. I also made a video about that. That was a good time. I hadn't been on roller coasters in so long. I also started to get more into painting. I got these pencils, which also can be used with water afterwards, so they create a beautiful effect. I went to the beach with my partner. I also had another barbecue, of course. Then August comes around and I go to Senja with my friend Kelly. I also go and see Frenna and Jay, with Jay, at the Kwaku festival grounds. Then I also went to the Gambia during summertime. It was such a lovely time, and we also got married in the mosque. And that was such a beautiful experience as well. And now we're husband and wife, and life is good. I cannot complain. I'm so grateful for all these experiences. I'm so grateful to be able to grow with Musa together. You know, we've gone through so many things. Life's beautiful. I also went to heel dance a couple of times. My friend Sharon actually went there more often. And I just went, I think, a total of 3 times. Not a whole lot, but it was fun to experience it. It's really focused on the feminine energy, and to be honest, I have so much to learn because I notice sometimes I do get a little insecure still about what it might look like or what others might think, and I want to let that go, but I do have some work to do. But it was such a beautiful lesson, and we danced in heels, and I hadn't been wearing heels in so long. But it was a fun class for sure. Then it was also time for the festival Outdoor Stereo, where I went with my friends. I actually captured here and there some bits and pieces, but I never got around to edit it. I'm not sure if I will. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll see. So if you're interested in seeing that, make sure to comment below so I know to edit that. Then September came around and I checked out the fair with my partner. I don't even think we went into rides this year. It's so expensive, to be honest, all these fair activities. And I mean, it's fun. When I was a kid, I used to really enjoy the fair so much, but right now I'm just good with just strolling around, having some snacks, and just people watch too. We also went to the beach, to Bergen Zee. At the beginning of the school year, my coworkers and I have made a tradition to visit a bookstore in Haarlem called Kiekeboek. It's a kids' bookstore. And we went there. We were looking for books that matches the upcoming themes. My partner and I also went to the Dappermarkt in Amsterdam. And we went out in Amsterdam. Then October came around and my friends and I had a hangout where we had dinner together, but we also were playing together. That was really fun. It was also Alkmaar's ontzet, so Alkmaar was celebrating to be freed from the Spanish many years ago. I also had the housewarming of my friend and coworker, which was a good time. There was so much good food, and I'm so grateful for my coworker friend that she really considers the way I eat. Like, not everyone does, and I'm not saying that everyone should, but it's just really nice to get treated so well because I don't assume there's going to be a lot of vegan food, you know? I also started getting into using alcohol markers. I started creating some things with that. We had a baby shower for my friend. I also wanted to clay with my partner because I thought it was so fun. So I asked Musa, hey, you want to join me too and clay? And we did that. I also went out for dinner with my coworker and friend because we both used to have a student in class and we decided to visit her parents' restaurant, which was a fun time, and also to catch up because a lot of the times we talk about work, so it's nice to also talk about non-work related things, you know, life things. And I also had a lovely lunch with my friend Kelly. So then November comes around. I still am going for runs, even though I don't have like bigger events happening, for example. I was really craving a Dutch meal called andijvie stampot, endive mashed together with potatoes and, of course, vegan meat for me. I usually don't crave the Dutch stampots that much, but for some reason I really craved it around that time, so I made that and let Musa and I eat that. I also hung out with my friend. I decided that I needed to have more dolls for class that were about the theme, so I created squirrels and I created Sinterklaas dolls and little kids and little Piet. So around this time, chocolate letters are also common, so those chocolate letters were found in our shoes. And we celebrated St. Nicholas's birthday, but then in a more adult way. We just played games and had a good time, had some food. It was lovely. And then December came around. We had a good time at my friend's house. This was actually, like, for me, the last time I was going to see her in person, since she's going to be traveling for a year, which is so cool. And we were just eating some food, chatting, which was a lot of fun. I also had a lovely lunch with my friend Jay. And we went Christmas shopping, or she went Christmas shopping. I was just going along for the stroll, and I was actually getting some things for this trip to Gambia. So at school, we also have a Christmas musical that we host, and I like to be participating in that because I think it's really fun to just act out something, like whatever role I get. And one of my coworkers was playing a worm, and someone was seeing the video, and because of that, we got free tickets to see the musical of the Neehoorn, the unicorn who says no. And that musical was fun. Like, I had a good laugh, even though it's of course for children as well, but I appreciate the jokes that were going through the storyline. It was nice. And of course, I visited the Gambia. More videos on that will be coming up, so you'll know what we are up to here in this beautiful country, the smiling coast of Africa, the Gambia. So grateful to be here. And that was my experience haul of 2024. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please leave a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, please consider doing so. That would really help out my channel. If you don't want to, that's okay too. You know, it's all up to you. It's free. So it's up to you. If you want to leave a comment below, we can chat, and maybe you want to share some of the experiences you liked having in the year 2024. And now it's up to us to create another lovely year in 2025. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.